That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Motion from the offense. They'll give it to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that throw.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Feeling some heat. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Hey, you come out early in the game. You're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Now 2nd and 10. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
He's got it. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Back open in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen...
He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Bama! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Makes the catch and knocked down. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Off the play fake. Lets it fly. And the ball is picked off.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Here comes that Alabama offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets it, and they got him for the sack.
But when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Gets rid of it. Got a man. It's Williams. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big 1st down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. Fair catch called for and made. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Off play action on 1st down. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That's an interesting call, going play action on 3rd and long, because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block, and the returner will be brought down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on it.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move gives him the first down yardage?
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Coming after him. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tide! That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious. I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll keep it on the ground. Fakes his man out. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Pockets, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 10.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass, it's Milroe. They're working that left side. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Setting up the screen. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 26 with the catch and score.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Only 7 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste it. Looking deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on